Hi everyone. So let's start with the another question from CSR NET JRF June 2019. So this is question from real analysis and booklet code is A, question number 65. So let's start with the question. Question is xn be a sequence of positive real number and yn is xn upon 1 plus xn, and we have to identify whether xn is convergent whenever yn convergent, or xn is bounded whenever yn is bounded, or similarly yn is bounded whenever xn is bounded or not. So these are some options. So let's start with the solution of this question. So given information is xn be a sequence of positive real number and yn is xn upon 1 plus xn. Since your xn is sequence of positive real number, so definitely xn is less than 1 plus xn, implies xn upon 1 plus xn, which is yn, always less than 1. And since xn is a sequence of positive real number, so yn is also sequence of positive real number. So this implies yn is always positive and less than 1. So this implies yn is always bounded sequence. Xn can be anything. So let's come to option 3 and 4th. Third option is yn is bounded if xn is bounded. You can take xn can be any sequence, yn is always bounded. So if xn is bounded, definitely yn is also bounded. So your third option is correct option. Fourth option, xn bounded if yn bounded. Yn is always bounded. So xn need not be bounded. For example, if we will take simply xn equal to n, then yn equal to n upon 1 plus n, which is also convergent sequence, and we know that every convergent sequence is bounded. So in this case yn is bounded but xn is not bounded. So your fourth option is incorrect option. Now come to first and second option. First option is if yn is convergent, then xn convergent. Same example. In this case yn is convergent but xn is diverse to plus infinity. So your first option is incorrect option. Now second option, whenever xn convergent, we have to check whether yn is convergent or not. So given that xn is convergent, so let xn is converges to L. Since xn is a sequence of positive real number, so L must be non-negative quantity, implies xn plus 1 is also convergent and converges to L plus 1, which should be positive quantity. So this implies xn upon xn plus 1, which is converges to L upon L plus 1, that is yn. So if xn convergent implies xn plus 1 convergent, implies yn is also convergent. Hence your second option is correct option. So that is your answers are second and third.